Welcome to this screencast on full text search implementation for Rails applications. I'll show you how to implement this. I had some issues with Access Ferret plugin and the Ferret gems. Had any issues when I tried to paginate them for the search results, and I'll show you how I resolve that issue. So let's get started. I'm going to install the plugin will paginate. Before that, this cookferret is nothing but the cookbook application we developed in the previous screencast, rolling with Ruby on Rails. I just copied over to this cookferret, and the will paginate will give us the pagination capability for this app, and then we'll install the plugin for text search. The plugin name is Access Indexed. And we'll also install another plugin, will paginate search. This basically fixes the problem that Access Ferret has while using will paginate to paginate the result set. Now all the plugins is ready. Now let's add to the model Access Indexed, and we are going to index the name field in the categories table. So we're indexing by name so we can search based on the name. And we'll also modify the categories controller to add a new action called search. This finds all the categories for a particular string that was passed in from the browser. Paginate search method is found in the will paginate search plugin. This fixes the issue of paginating over result set. So we are going to have 5 result records for each page, and the params query will contain the string that we are going to get from the browser and from the user and search in the database for all records matching that particular category name. And we also need to modify the routes file in order to enable the search, since it's not a RESTful action. We'll enable that by saying it's a collection, since we are getting a multiple records from the database, and the action name is search, and we enable the get method for it. So we have the model, we have the routes, we have the controller, and now the view. After the search action is executed, we need search HTML ERB file. I'm just going to copy over the index and modify this. You can actually use partial and make it dry just for illustration purposes. I need to add the will paginate here for the pagination to occur. That's it. That's the only change. And I want to show you how new folder will be created when we start playing with this plugin. Let's find all the records right now. For categories table, so As you can see, we have 6 records. Let's dump them in a human readable form. So there it is. So we have 6 records, and these are all the categories. Some test records is already in the database, and let's use the search result equals category find with index is the name of the method that acts as index provides us, and there it is. So search result dot class, it's an array, and it has 4 elements. Let's print this. So it's basically gives all the active record objects, category objects in an array with its ID, and these are the fields in that particular categories table. Now, since we access the database through the search access index, it will create a new directory called index here, index development and category. Underneath this thing, these are all the files that the plugin uses. So index the values it gets from the database. If you delete this directory and hit the database again, it will recreate all those things for you. Now let's open up the browser. Before that, let's start the server. Quit out of this. I want to show you the search capability, which is more involved and can waste a lot of your time. Okay, now let's see. Localhost. Localhost 3000. This is what we have. What I want is categories slash search action, okay, and then query equals, let's say, test. There it is. We get the test, only record which corresponds to it. Let's look for speed, and there is speed. Sour, we get all these things. So I found the access index along with the WillPageNet search kind of fixes the problem that I was spending a lot of time and with trying to fix it with Access, Ferret, and the WillPageNet plugin. So I hope you found this helpful, and if you enjoyed it, please recommend me on Working with Rails. Thank you.